go drop like rain, nigga, watch me hit those trees. Okay, so I don't even know what I'm gonna call this video, but I've been thinking about it for a while now, and today I figured I'd bring it to the table and see what you guys thought, because at the beginning of Naruto, we are introduced to Kakashi, the sensei of Squad 7, known as the Copy Ninja, and Kakashi goes on to be an iconic character, but so does the Kakashi they introduce in the beginning of Shippuden, and again when they introduce the Kakashi at the beginning of the War Arc. And the reason I'm speaking about these characters as if they're separate is because they kind of are. Like, early Shippuden Kakashi could breathe on his OG counterpart and put him in the hospital. So why exactly is that? Well, in our world, it's because of writing and story progression, of course. Even in world, the explanation is that Kakashi trained and got stronger, which it's an anime, a fictional work of art for entertainment, so they can do that. There's no beef with that, but being the open worldist I am, I can't help but apply the rules we started with to the entire series. And when you do that, you see the outline of a whole different show. Case in point, when Naruto starts, we are given the impression that to be a ninja, even as kids, people start training all their life to become the ninja we see running around the Naruto world. And our worldview at the beginning is very limited to the point where after Shukaku is introduced and Gamabunta says he's the One Tail during the Konoha Crush arc, I don't remember anyone even theorizing about where the Tail Beast came from. But even still, Kakashi is portrayed to be an average Jonin, which we know at this point is the furthest thing from the truth. But even back then, it's not like Kakashi had a superior other than the Hokage. They don't even make it seem like there are stronger ninja in the village than Kakashi. So when Kakashi encounters Orochimaru after Sasuke's preliminary match, it made sense that Kakashi froze the way he did because Orochimaru was being set up to be a Kage level opponent. But when we get to the time skip, working on the revisited video as we speak, the time skip makes it seem like Kid Kakashi was as strong as he is in OG Naruto, which made no sense, but when we come back from the time skip, it's immediately noticeable how much strength and stamina he's gained. From his first mock battle with Sakura and Naruto, he pulls out the Sharingan off the bat, and the battle lasts almost an entire day, and after, he's completely fine. And he says that he's been training, but again, if we follow the rules we started with, Kakashi would have been training anyway, but maybe it was just more intensive training. Well, if that's the case, then it's universal and everyone should just be training to death. But I think what makes more sense is Kakashi trained hard enough to regain access to his Mangekyo, which he did off screen by the way, and I've always hated that. We never see what reawakens his Mangekyo, especially since Obito never lost use of his own, but regaining access to his Mangekyo gave him a physical and a chakra related amp, but in the War Arc, Kakashi is a whole different animal, and the only thing we can really attribute that to is some mental blocks being removed after talking to his father in Purgatory. But it's not like we see him do any over-the-top training. In fact, the most strenuous thing he does outside of battle is climb a ledge and ends up unconsciously opening a gate. And doesn't that sound a bit weird? Like he opened that gate unconsciously climbing a ledge that a fall from that height would be nothing to him, even with his hands tied behind his back. But not when he was down to the wire and almost slashed open by Zabuza. And cool, I'll buy that, but it still begs the question, why even after losing his Sharingan he got even stronger? Like what, how, why? And it's not like he has multiple forms like Naruto or Sasuke, he's just the same Kakashi that we met in the beginning of the series, but somehow this man is so cool he can walk through life and stumble into more power-ups than Sakura, who is on the main team and like it or not is part of the main three characters just by proximity, and Kakashi is already stronger than her when they meet. And I'm not even complaining, I love Kakashi, and other than the explanations of his massive power gains, I think Kakashi deserved all that. In fact, I'll take it a step further and say, I wouldn't be mad if Kakashi was that strong from the jump. Okay, maybe not War Arc strong, but early Shippuden definitely, and instead of having him freeze in front of Orochimaru during Sasuke's sealing session, have them do a scuffle and Kakashi actually defends himself well enough that Orochimaru decides to retreat to not bring any more attention to himself. Because that one scene makes it feel like Kakashi is a bit less strong than he is even at that point in the series. And the last version of Kakashi I want to talk about is EMS Kakashi. And this was the most egregious power-up in anime history because in the world, It's never explained how Obito gave Kakashi his already disintegrated Sharingan, and it's never explained why his is a temporary power-up when Naruto and Sasuke virtually had the same thing happen. Until this day we debate about Naruto being able to use 6 paths chakra, but no one is even trying to convince you that Kakashi can, because we know he can't. But again, I would have enjoyed if he kept that power-up even if his stamina problems persisted, which that kind of stopped being a problem in the first half of Shippuden. But hey, that's the video. What do you guys think about Kakashi? Do you think his training justified the power-ups? Let me know down in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment, do a subscribe. I've been Open World Mino, and until next time, peace.
That thunder on me clap, make a nigga think before he act. Have a nigga dying on his back, then we double back. Shooters leaving rubber where you at. That's why niggas never wanna match.